Coming up in this video... If you're currently feeling anxious, steer clear of this list because these videos are reported to be fear-inducing. Here are the scary videos that have viewers on alert. Number 15. Cobra in shoe. Shoes can make the perfect home to curl up in. This tweet by Susanta Nanda IFS shows us why.
दोस्तों इसलिए हम लोगों को अलर्ट करते हैं कि प्लीज जब भी आप लोग शू यूज करें उसको हमेशा झाड़ करके पहनिए। तो प्लीज आप लोग हमारी बात पर केयर करिए और अपना ध्यान दीजिए और अपनी जान को बचाइए।
Please don't let this little snake fool you. It is dangerous and not so little after all. Susanta writes, you will find them at the oddest possible places in monsoons. Be careful. I'll heed that advice. As Prison Mike writes in the comments, new fear unlocked. I couldn't agree more.
दोस्तों इसलिए हम लोगों को अलर्ट करते हैं कि प्लीज जब भी आप लोग शू यूज करें उसको हमेशा झाड़ करके पहनिए। तो प्लीज आप लोग हमारी बात पर केयर करिए और अपना ध्यान दीजिए और अपनी जान को बचाइए।
Number 14. Unidentified flying object chase. Are we witnessing enemy extraterrestrials at battle? YouTuber Jimbox posted this unidentified flying object chase captured overhead in Spain. Two unidentified flying objects swoop overhead, while a third unidentified flying object darts off to the right. One larger unidentified flying object plummets into the sea, submerging itself below. The two smaller ones swoop back toward it through the air. What is happening here? After the unidentified flying objects disappear, a regular human helicopter approaches and appears to warn the men to leave the area and close the door to their ship cabin. It then heads off in the direction of the unidentified flying object's submersion. YouTubers in the comments have some thoughts. While many think this is convincing unidentified flying object footage, at least one YouTuber, Katame, says it's an ad for a company in obvious CGI. I personally want to believe, but I think Katame might be right about this specific video. Number 13. Call the Exorcist. This house may require an exorcism. Posted to TikTok by Kareem Rojo. This short clip shows that something is off, way off. In this first clip, watch the baby on the bed. It doesn't look like the baby rolled off. He appears as though he was flung off backwards. In this next clip, watch the teddy bear on the floor. That thing shouldn't be moving, but it is. And in this last clip, what is that? I'm not sure if all of these instances are paranormal, but added up, they do look troubling to me. Probably time to call the Exorcist. Number 12. Forest Whales. Submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Callie Graham. This submission had very little context and I presumed it to be an international video. Luckily in the comments, Norkogi was able to translate the following. One of the cameras brought by the climbers recorded clearly the appearance of a ghost in a white dress and long hair. Kuntil Nalak. Let's watch their submission and see what they're talking about. According to Wikipedia, a kuntilnalak is a folkloric creature that appears in Indonesian, Malaysian, and Singaporean culture. While those screams are certainly terrifying, not everyone was convinced. Some think it feels too much like out of a movie. I can say with pure confidence though that if I were in the woods and heard these noises, I would be petrified. Which side are you on here? Let me know in the comments. Number 11. Half torso in the doorway. Redditor Depths of Despair 2 posted this video to the Backwoods Creepy subreddit in an attempt to find the video's original source. As the man attempts to talk to the camera, the spirits interject.
Это не может не напугать.
Finding nothing in the kitchen, he returns to his living room, but later a security camera captures another incident. The next time he leaves the room, strange things continue to unfold. But it's this half torso in the doorway that has me terrified.
Мы уже... Блядь. Oh.
After weighing the evidence on this one, I feel it's real. The objects moving don't appear orchestrated. There's clearly something strange going on here. And if I were this guy, I'm not sure if I'd stick around to find out what it is. Number 10, neighbor's window. The neighbor of this YouTuber has sadly passed away. So who is that in their window? After turning off all the lights, the boys gather around the window curtain.
This is Steven, Ruben, Zach, and me. It's Steven's house. We're making a creepy video of the neighbor. The dead neighbor.
Then they open it.
See that, right? There's a hand in the window.
Can you see that?
There's a hand in the window.
Are you picking it up?
Okay, I'm done.
Do you see the hand? I see more than that. It looks like a full-bodied figure is visible for a moment in the bottom middle pane of the window.
See that, right? There's a hand in the window.
Can you see that?
There's a hand in the window.
Are you picking it up?
Okay, I'm done.
I can't tell if it's a trick of the light or if someone is really there. What do you see here? Number 9, aggressive ghost. Eugene of the YouTube channel Dark Mystic is about to encounter a very bad energy in this abandoned home. He first hears something in another room that sets him on edge.
Отваливается где-то, а?
Then, as he's trying to make contact with the spirits, they cause a bureau to levitate.
Здесь со мной может выйти кто-нибудь на контакт.
As he's in the other room communicating through a spirit box, this happens.
Назови свое имя.
Назови ты.
Я тебе только что назвал свое имя.
The spirit tells Eugene where she is.
Сзади тебя.
Почему вы всегда сзади находитесь?
She then tells him to remove his defenses.
Сними защиту.
Ага, сейчас.
But he probably shouldn't.
4.
What is the spirit trying to communicate? All I know is Eugene shouldn't listen and should hold on to his protection. This spirit isn't trustworthy. Number 8. Earring Thief. The historic Jefferson Hotel is legit haunted. Published to YouTube by the hotel's channel, a Wise camera captured this strange incident at around 1 in the afternoon. If you didn't notice, the woman on the right's earring somehow jumped out of her ear. I've played it back a few times but can't see it fall off. Despite that, her and her friend's reactions look completely genuine. Combined with everything else I've seen happen at the Jefferson, I know this is the real deal. Number 7. The Stanley Hotel. Everyone knows the Stanley Hotel is one of the most haunted hotels in the world. After all, it inspired Stephen King's The Shining. YouTuber Kelsey Davies and her team explore the spooky place, and they don't walk away empty-handed. As they're getting the history of the place, they hear stomping.
Half of Stanley campus is on ancient Indian burial ground.
I just heard stomping. Yeah, I did too.
One of the crew is showing the rest an image he captured on camera, and Kelsey hears a little girl's voice.
So, this was actually caught tonight on my tour. So, if you look right in this doorway in Lucy's room, it looks like somebody's reaching out, grabbing the edge.
Yeah, I see the arm.
And then...
It's like some weird... I just heard a little girl.
Here...
Later, as they're speaking to the spirit via a spirit box, there are just too many personal details for their conversation to be a coincidence.
Lucy, do you not like to be in the dark? Is that why you want to keep the flashlight on?
Yeah.
She said yeah.
Soon, their session is interrupted.
I feel like the ocean or something.
Sounds like a door.
Oh my, that was loud. What the heck?
No, that sounded like this room. This is the maintenance room.
Even after all of this, Kelsey stays alone overnight on one of the most haunted floors of the building.
Thank you so much. Good job. He's all happy. Good job. Yeah, he seemed just a little bit like nervous.
Would you stay in the Stanley Hotel after this? As sure as red rum spelled backwards, I wouldn't either.
What the heck? Did that really just happen? What the
Number 6. Ghost Face. This photobombing was captured live, though not alive. Watch the window to the left. Did you see it? That spooky face is something Halloween masks are made of. Watch it again in slow motion. Well, I suppose this could just be a reflection, and pareidolia at play. It's still more than terrifying to me. Number 5, spirit encounter. YouTuber SS3 Paranormal has a new haunted vessel named Sydney, and whatever is inside is on the attack. While in the computer room, they hear a woman's voice.
Where can you get the book time off it? Did you just hear that woman's voice? Yeah, hi. You heard it, yeah?
And about an hour later, this happens. Something clearly yanked her hair. Was it Sydney? Well, it very well may be. I think it could be any one of these scary dolls. I wouldn't be so sure to point the finger at Sydney. Number 4, unknown creature. This is one image you can't shake without doing a deep dive to discover more about it. This photo and the corresponding video are trending in the Indonesian YouTube community. The photo shows what appears to be a small gremlin-like creature. One shot shows the creature positioned in a darkened hallway, while the second indicates that it was captured and kept captive in a plastic bottle. The video associated with the photo is even stranger.
Diapain ini bakar? Buang ke laut. Tangkenin di laut. Itu matanya itu. Matanya ini ha. Ayo, foto dulu ya. Ayo ditangkap. Tunggu. Ini perempuan ini.
Posted by YouTube channel Dunya Peristiwa. The video shows a still figure encapsulated in liquid in a plastic bottle. The liquid is dark, and all you can see clearly is the figure's face. The bald head has large eyes, eyebrows, and a nose, but you can't make out the rest of its face or body. To me, none of these figures look the same, if they're even related. Look again at the still frames of the first two figures. Although their skin tone is similar, the figure to the right has a much larger head and more distinct bodily features. The one to the left looks stiff and action figure-like, with very pronounced ears. The last figure truly looks nothing like the first two. The one's skin tone is much lighter, and its facial features are distinct. It looks the most like a doll to me. I don't know what to make of these separate pieces, as they don't seem to connect together as a puzzle. Do you see the bigger picture? Number 3. Overnight security footage, submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by I Blow Ghosts. This redditor wrote, "So I have a friend who works overnight security. There's been times where chairs and court equipment get moved around or go flying. Other employees have reported seeing things on the camera, but for once he finally saw something himself. Let's watch their submission and see what they're talking about."
Is this for? Is this a this is from you know? What the is that, bro? Yeah, man. You see that right there? What the is that about?
There was certainly some debate about the orbs galore in this video. Redditor Panic thinks they're nothing more than bugs, while Melt Stuff wrote, "I would love to see videos of what is described, even though the orbs are neat to see too." And the uploader said he'll try to get more videos showing the events he described here. So now we wait until that day comes. Number 2. Woodland folk, beloved YouTuber Erwin Saunders introduces his audience to mythical woodland creatures, but this time he is chased out of the woods for his incessant curiosity. At first, they are stalking him.
Is it that one? No, that's too close. It's hard to tell. Oh, okay. Right, that doesn't look good. There's another one up there. Right, that doesn't look friendly.
These creatures sure look mean, and soon they grow more ornery.
I'm not going to keep filming him because they're being quite nasty at the moment. I just got hit on the head by a twig.
Erwin pursues them. And then he wishes he didn't.
So I have to go. There's something. Okay. Right, I'm going to have to go. Oh. So you can see one there. There's a few up there. There's also...
They turn the tables again and start stalking him.
Because although they're not really attacking me directly, they're following me and sounding aggressive. So, alright, which way? I'll try and... There's one down. Hold on.
Although they may not seem very aggressive, I have to give Erwin credit. I wouldn't want to face dozens of these little woodland creatures solo. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Witch grandma. When your grandma is a witch, you'd better watch out. She just might curse you. That's what happened to the woman in this video, published to YouTube by Alberto Del Arco. As she's being interviewed, it seems grandma wants to interrupt.
Te falta eso. Comentaba yo que el cruzamiento, mira.
Sí, siempre. Aquí, cuando rezaba mi mamá el rosario, en la cocina, le tumbaban los cirios.
Muy activos.
The guide cleanses the woman of the curse.
María Teresa Velasco Hinojosa.
María Teresa Velasco Hinojosa, familia Velasco Hinojosa, en nombre del Padre. María Teresa, ciérrame tus ojos. Te limpio, te protejo, te bendigo y te libero en nombre de mi Padre Dios. A ti, a tus hijos, a los hijos de tus hijos, a tu hermano, a toda tu familia.
They also cleanse the bedroom where the guide sees demon faces on the wall.
Don Lupe.
Mira.
Mira.
Aquí hay un ente, ¿cómo se ve?
Ve cómo se refleja, cómo se forma la silueta.
Aquí ya te vas. Te tienes que ir de este lugar si no te quieres quedar arraigado.
Pero fíjate cómo están las caras de los demonios marcadas.
Outside, she notes that all the things are moving, and a strange laugh is heard in the background.
¿Viste que empezó a hacer un movimiento
bien
fuerte?
Raro.
Mira cómo se están moviendo todas las cosas.
Se oye una risa.
Sí.
Una risa de mujer grande, ¿no la escucharon?
Is this the Ablejo Broja laughing at their attempts to rid of her curse? Well, I'm not so sure that these attempts were successful. It looks to me like the witch is no longer alive. The videos you're about to see are downright terrifying and should only be viewed by those over 18. These are the 30 scary videos children cannot watch.